Guys, I've buggered up the audio on this one, so just gonna do it in the house here. So I'm just going over what tools I'm using. Got a scribe, spanner, permanent marker, and pause the video. You can see the filters that I've used. Yeah, I got my filters from PSI Filters, so they're over in Tassie, so they seem to do a right deal. Bought the whole kit from them. It's a 5-stage unit. I think I'm just pointing out the RO there, all the different types of filters, and basically how I'm going to go about changing them all out. Give it a pat, see if it's okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm just saying how often I change them out, which is like every year. But the RO, you change that out every 4 years. Give it a flush once a month. And I'm just talking about how it all works. That I've got it plumbed into the tap and then goes to my fridge as well. Just showing you where to turn it off, isolate it. Look at how let the water come out so you don't leak everywhere, but it's pretty much, it's inevitable anyway. Just make sure you got a towel to pick up everything, all the drips. So yeah, just pull the locking clips out, disconnect the pipes, just push in the John Guest fittings and try and get the dregs out, but yeah, just removing the storage tank there. Just moves crap out the way. So yeah, that's the polish fun filter, which is the sediment. Oops, my arm's going. Come on. So yeah, you'll see that this one's quite dirty. I usually change them out 1.5 years, but life got the better of me and I changed this one out about a year. Sorry, I usually change it out every year, but I've changed this one out about 1.5 years point, and you can see it's brown, so not the worst I've seen them, but that's why we put the filter system in there, so we're not drinking all that crap. Just give it a clean with hot water. If there's any grime in that, give it a clean, but she was pretty good. Bit of a rainy day. Yeah, just making sure nothing's left on. Get your missus tea towel. I'm sure she'll love you for using that. What are we doing now? Oh, we're trying to find the filter. I can see it. We'll see it in a minute. It's right in front of your face, Tom. There we go, found it. So isn't that the right way to put them in? You just want to make sure that they're seated on the post and in there, inside there. You'll feel if it's not sitting right, just a bit real tight to put on, so I think I might have backed it off and tried again. It wasn't sitting right. didn't feel right, so I just back it off and she usually centers itself. But not always. So I just go hand tight and then quarter return with the ratchet. Or the spanner tool, whatever you want to call it. Filter spanner. And then we're doing the chemical filter, which is the carbon block. That's yearly change out as well. Try and not spill water everywhere, but it's pretty much inevitable. Give that one a clean as well. There's no right way or wrong way for those guys. Just clean it out with hot water. If it was slimy and that, you'd probably just use some dishwashing liquid, but it was fine. It's hot water. Alright, just use the Mrs. Tea towel again, give it a clean. Dry off. Just put it on there, making sure the O-ring sits alright, because I had problems with it leaking the first time I got the system. So make sure the O-rings are seated properly. There's no right way to put these in, so just make sure it sits on the post on the inside there, and then should be another post on the bit where it screws into. Clean up all the water. And then just hang tight and use your spanner again and nip it up quarter of a turn. Alright. Now we're doing the polishing filter, which I think's odour and taste. Should have already done that one last, but you know, there's different ways of skinning the cat, so just pull out the locking clips and push the grey ring in, and it will release the pipe. Comes out pretty easy. And then these are screw-in fittings, so I think I just label it up eventually, and yeah, you just want to transfer the fittings over. So yeah, just screw out. Use a pick to get the old thread tape off. It's not the funnest job. And just put some new thread tape on. I'm sure there's a right way of doing it. Just put a few wraps on, and so it's not too much, and get the cap out. You have a new filter. Make sure you get it started alright. Just lift it up the screwdriver. Same dealio, other side. I think this filter is a carbon block style one as well, from cutting them open in the past. Have a look, see. So that's your last filter. to go on, like last in the system. I just put another bit of thread tape on the fitting. Yeah, I'm sure there's better ways of doing it, but it's the only way I know how. Yeah, let's get it started. Actually, don't cross thread it. Use your spanner to finish it off. I just want to check on the side of it, it's got flow direction. Just want to make sure that these ones go in the right way. So yeah, I think I might have forgot which way it went in, so I just did a playback on the video there and seeing which way I had it installed. Just dating it now, so it gives you an idea how long it's going to last. I think they're yearly as well, so. I think I'm doing the acid filter now, which is just neutralise pH. It's a calcite filter. That one's a 2 yearly. I think if you have a user it says 6 months, but I've had that one in there for 2 years. Same thing again, take your old fittings out, put your new thread tape on there. Yeah, threads can be a bit difficult sometimes. They're all post plastic, so they're not always the form to the best. You just want to make sure you get a good start on it so you don't cross thread it. Otherwise it's pretty much ruined. It's going in alright. So that's got a T on it, so it tees off to the reservoir and from the other side of the polishing filter. Same thing again. Take the old crap off, put the new crap on. Don't think it's really needed, but just a bit of extra insurance. Yep, so just on both sides of the fittings. Take the new bung out, put the fitting in. lock clip in. You just want to make sure the PU pipe goes pushed in all the way, so you're not got any chance of leaking, and then just pull back on it. It gives you a little bit of room between that little grey band to put the lock ring in. Yeah, the clips that hold all the filters together are a bit bigger than before, because I used to have a high filter. So yeah, I might have made a mistake there with the audio. So now I'm doing the Calcite filter. So I replaced the pie filter for a Calcite just for the price, and then I cut the pie open and had a bunch of crystals and magnets and stuff in there. It's supposed to alkalise the water and do all this magical stuff, which after I took it open, it didn't really seem to be that impressive. So I just went with the Calcite, which is like a coral sandy sort of thing, which just like a lime sort of thing that just neutralises pH and makes the water, puts a bit of minerals back in there, because your RO is pretty much devoid of minerals once it goes through. So yeah, I'm just getting the old one out now. Oh, maybe wrong. Might be putting the new one back in there. It's a shame. Yeah, I lost the audio for this. It would have sounded like a squirrel anyway, but well, it's all learning, yeah. Yeah, so I actually installed it, not changing the other one out. So yeah, just give it a bit of a tidy up. Might not be in there for another year. And in hindsight, you could probably fill those water housings up with water so you don't have air go through the system, but it seems fine. It takes a couple of days to settle out. If you don't prime those filters, it still works. It's just, yeah, it depends on your access. You'll end up spilling water and shit everywhere. You always get a bit of air in there. So I'm just plugging the reservoir back in now. Putting the lock clip in. Just giving it a tidy up. So I'm just turning the mains back on. And I always find you want to just flush this system, because you'll get all the crap from the filters while they're new. You'll see here that the water's pretty much black coming out, which is from the block filter, the last one in line, because all the other stuff should be caught by the other filters. And it's only just dripping out because it's getting all the air out of the system and that. So you haven't turned the reservoir on yet. That basically just stores the clean water in the tank. So you're not having to wait for it to filter through. And yeah, now I'm just flushing the RO, and we'll put the reservoir back on, and that's about it. Thanks guys.